Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Patriot Media Network. My name is Anthony Schindler. You're listening to the Patriot Addiction. Yeah, it's a place where our love and devotion to this country is obsessive and compulsive. In a good way. And not in a, not in a hoarding orange juice containers. Not in that kind of way. It's more like obsessive and compulsive in a kind of way where, you clean your 68 Mustang with a toothbrush. You go in all the cracks and get all that extra wax out of there. You just polish it and polish it and polish it until it can't shine anymore. And when you see somebody doing it, you think, well, that's a little OCD. That's a little creepy. But when you just see the car driving down the street, you go, wow, look at that. It's a 68. That's sweet. It's that kind of obsessive and compulsive, in a good way. Greetings and welcome back. 7:31 here in Clarksville, Indiana, and in Fort Wayne. Currently 80 degrees down here in Clarksville. Currently 76 in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Mostly clear tonight, going down to 52. Tomorrow, sunny, high is 74. Going down to 47. 47. Wow. Something tells me winter's going to be here sooner rather than later. That's up in Fort Wayne. Saturday, high is 79, 30% chance of thunderstorms. Sunday, high of 80, 50% chance of thunderstorms. Man, these last couple of weeks, I haven't seen. Every day you look at the weather. One day they're calling for 90 degrees. The next day they're calling for a high of 70. With lows in the 50s and 40s. I've never seen the forecast fluctuate as much as I have in these last few weeks. One day you look at the 10-day forecast and they're calling for rain every day. The next day you look at it, they're not calling for rain at all. The next day you look at it, they're back to calling for rain. Saturday, 30% chance of storms. Sunday, 50% chance of storms, high of 80. 2 days ago, they were calling for 90 degrees. By Sunday and Monday, now the high is 80, lows in the low 60s. Out of the next 10 days, we have 6 days pretty with a chance of rain. 30, 50, and 30 Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Clear day Tuesday, and then 40, 80, and 80% chance next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. There's really not a whole lot of point in even looking at the weather forecast these days because they change so often. But anyhow, that's the weather, such as it is. Moving on to the news. Dateline, New Haven, Indiana. Vera Bradley will eliminate 150 second shift employees at its manufacturing plant by November 1st. According to Melissa Schenkel, public relations manager for Vera Bradley, it's an effort to reduce its manufacturing capacity at the Adams Center Road location by about 25% in order to save on domestic costs. Schenkel stated that the company produces about 7% of its products at the Adams Center Road facility in New Haven. Said although it takes pride in producing a portion of their inventory in the U.S., it costs substantially more to manufacture goods domestically than in overseas factories. Domestic manufacturing costs have continued to increase. Leaders have made several process improvements at the facility to lower costs, but determined further actions were necessary. By November 1st, The New Haven plant will eliminate its second shift and move it to just one daytime shift. Currently, approximately 360 full-time employees in the Adams Center Road facility, with 150 of those working on second shift. Employees might be able to move to a first shift open position, and others may be able to transfer to Stonebridge distribution facility in Roanoke. Between two locations, there are about 100 open positions. It's really hard to compete sometimes with some of the wages that are being paid elsewhere. Schenkel stated Wednesday that the company's first priority is its employees affected. The company will work with each individually. It's also offering a separation package to employees who voluntarily leave Vera Bradley. Terms of the package were not disclosed. At this point, it's unclear how many employees are interested in taking the package. Well, this is a sad trend. The president came out last week with more of his, evil one percenters. And I have to admit, there's a part of me that supports the president in this, but there's a part of me, a big chunk of me that doesn't. I'm tired of seeing companies move overseas. But then again, we do have the highest corporate tax rate in the world. But then again, some of the bigger corporations don't pay any taxes at all. For example, we know that GE hasn't paid any taxes in years. In fact, they end up getting money paid back to them. So it really is, ladies and gentlemen, time to abolish the IRS. It's time to come up with an attractive corporate tax rate. You really can't blame companies for leaving your country when you have the highest or second. I don't know if we're the highest or second highest now corporate tax rate on the planet. You can't really blame companies for leaving under those circumstances. So, the IRS needs to be shut down and abolished. And quite a few of them need to go to prison, as a matter of fact. But that's a story for a different day. We need to come up with a fair, 16, 18, 20%. Some may even say lower than that, 12, 14%. I don't know what a good rate would be. Just across the board, though. There's giant corporations like GE who don't pay any taxes whatsoever, made $16 billion.